What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Market Menace Trading. I'm Jonathan Thompson. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Just wanted to give a bit of an update on XRP right now. Really starting to get really good structure, big breakouts. I had one trade on this for about 400 earlier. A little bit choppy after that. I just wanted to, honestly, I really just kind of wanted to record this just to see, just in case there was a really big move. I'm not really trying to get wicked out here. That's not going to happen. I'm up about 150 on the trade right now, but there is a lot of chop happening here, and we are starting to challenge some very important areas. It's kind of hard to see here, but I'll go ahead and make it nice and bright just for a second, just so everyone can see it. This area, that giant green area, is the top of a 4-hour bullish fair value gap that was created on the initial rally, which we fell back into, filled about 60% of it, and are just now starting to break out from. I expect a pretty powerful move to the upside any second. We've kind of already had one. And there's been a few times that I wanted to, there's been a few times that I wanted to take profits on this. That's a nice retest of the golden pocket, though. You'll notice that I did just pull my stop loss down because it was about here or so, but it's such a choppy area, and I have a pretty strong feeling that we're going to still end up getting breaks of structure up here. I feel like it's just going to try to sweep some liquidity here. Sorry. Just as it did down here is what I'm looking for. So honestly, I'm just recording this just in case it ends up being a huge trade. I didn't really want to do a bunch of technical analysis with it or anything like that. So I'm actually not going to. I'm just going to focus on the trade. But I wanted to preserve the record of it, the digital record of it. Do not want to close another candle inside of this freaking golden pocket, man. I don't. I'm frustrated because I feel like this should have had, this move that just happened here, I feel like it should have happened about 35, 40 minutes ago. And, I've been stuck in this trade for about 2 hours now, and it's finally starting to move. But I've been ranging, and having these huge sell-side liquidity sweeps left and right that have just been causing me, forcing me to have to adjust stop losses. And because I know how this works. I know that anytime you come up and challenge a big area, you're going to get a stupid sell side liquidity sweep of the prevailing trend line. That's just how these things go. So I'm trying my best to stay in this trade and not lose the position from something stupid like that. This is a good example right here. This right here is also a good example. And it's frustrating because I know that the overall sentiment is extremely bullish here. My upside target, even right now, just on this trade alone, is right up here at the top of the pattern. That's 78 cents. 78.69 or 78.70, which is, that's a substantial move. This is a big position. I got 29,428 XRP, so that's an $1,131 trade, 20x levered. So, it's a really big position. I'm not going to take a loss on it, and that's good. But I also don't want to waste my time. So here I am 2 hours in, almost 3 hours at this point, actually. And, if I make $50 on this trade or end up making $100 on this trade, that's not really worth my time. It's not bad. It's 33.33 an hour, but I don't know. I'm just kind of being spoiled right now, to be honest with you. at least I'm not going to take a loss on it. I guess every trade that you make, every trade that you don't lose money on is a good trade. But I don't want a good trade. I want a great trade. I want this. That's my target. That's what I want. And honestly, I think I'm going to get it because, I mean, we've held support on this part here. We have continually set higher lows the entire time. I mean, we're getting challenges of key areas. This is the bullish break of structure that really needs to happen here. That's at 77.92, just shy of 78 cents. So that's what I'm waiting for. It's so choppy, you know, just a very, very choppy. So we're up, I mean, I'm up 200 on the trade right now. But setups like this don't come along very often, especially with cryptos that are in, like, you know, like the top 5. I think XRP by market cap, I think it just hit number 5 by market cap. I'll have to double check coin market cap to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that that's what happened. So it's rare that you get a setup like this with people that are this excited with this much bullish news behind an asset. It's a hard thing to do. So, like, I can kind of feel that this is the one. Like, this asset is going to have a really, really big move, and I'm anxious. I want to see it happen. The truth is I need to stop because I'm bringing emotions into this right now. Like, I'm getting frustrated. All right, so we're up 250 on the trade right now. Need to take out this little swing high here. Need to take out this swing high here. And then finally, we will be challenging the top of this little pattern here. That's at about 78 cents, basically. So breaking that pretty much clears the way up to here, which is actually a very, very important area. So if I show you on the 15... it's this swing high right here. That's my target. And that was the last swing high before the big dump. So that's what I'm looking for. At least I'm not currently negative on the trade. That's a nice change of pace. Yeah, that's a pretty nice target right there too. I mean, these are all incredible targets, and all of them are possible. Very evenly spaced too. I mean, these are the areas that I'm looking for XRP to return to. I'm not going to mark any more than that because as they happen, it'll just clog up my chart too much. But I mean, those are there. Okay, so just taking stock of what's happening here. Okay, we are above that fair value gap. I'm getting rid of it because, frankly, I'm tired of looking at it. That order block was very strong. That held. So now what is happening? I can finally get rid of this. Thank God. All right. What looks like is happening here is... okay, so we had multiple sell-side liquidity sweeps here on this order block. A rally. Finally, we set a higher low here, pushed up, set this low, and then actually had a really energetic move here, then pulled back. No, that's not right. Got to look at it on the 1 minute, unfortunately. It looks good for continuation to the upside. I'm just waiting to get some kind of separation off the bottom of this trend line. It's just it's crazy that it keeps returning to it like that without pushing up. I mean, in all actuality, this move right here and a retest here is what's known as a partial incline, and that usually lets you know that something is going to push down. There's so many different ways to interpret this particular trend line. I think I like that right there because it gives me a sell-side liquidity sweep there and there. That makes the most sense to me because both of those moves ended up creating higher highs. So I think that's probably best. This I don't like at all. This little double top here and then a bit of a rollover here. But as of right now, we're still holding over the original, or over the 618, the golden pocket. We failed to hold support over the 786. Like, I mean, we haven't even broken out of the Fibonacci for this pattern yet, for this last 2 or 3 hour long pattern. We haven't even broken out of the 786, or I'm sorry, the top of this Fibonacci here. So we haven't even tested the 1618 yet. So that's, I mean, that's a nice move. If that drops, though, if that drops, I'm only going to make like $30, $40 on it for where my stop loss currently is. I really need this to start putting in some higher highs. Like I want to take this area out and then this area so that we can challenge the current swing high that's over here. I want to get that destroyed so that we can get the continuation. But I'm not comfortable bringing my stop loss up here yet. I would love to lock in $220 in profit right now. But I would much rather make, I'd much rather make $500, $600 on the move up to here, which I'm pretty confident is about to happen. Okay, there's the bullish break of structure there. Now I need to do it here and ultimately here. I hate it when these little trend line things start to form like this. And I mean like the really, really micro ones that are on like the 1 minute time frame, like this, which for whatever reason isn't showing. Like these right here, like all they do is just shake people out. And I hate that they actually affect the price. Like it's such a silly way to trade. Still at 250, up 250 on the trade. I really, really want to bring this up, but I don't trust this order block yet, and I don't trust this order block yet because there's a big imbalance right here. So until I get some good separation, I cannot risk a quick wick down to fill this imbalance right here because that's an inefficiency in the market, and those get returned to. So until this gets a push up and starts breaking like this right here and breaking this swing high here, I can't justify adjusting my stop loss below either one of these order blocks yet. So right now, my stop loss is being protected by this order block right here, which, still isn't perfect. Ideally, the best order block is down here below this. Actually, let me try that again. Here would be the best place for a stop loss because there are no more inefficiencies below it. There are no more fair value gaps. There's one here, and it's small, but it's there. So there are inefficiencies to the downside. But I seriously doubt that that's why it's doing this. I think that this is going to get supported, and I think it's going to get another push. The attempt here, I mean, that was an attempt on the previous swing high. And right now we are trying to get above and hold support above the the 786 Fibonacci zone right here. At least we're above the golden pocket. At least we're above that for now. Okay, so now I'm looking for this order block here to hold. Right there. Okay, so I'm looking for that order block to hold. Got to get back above this little 9 exponential moving average on the 1 minute time frame as well. Looking for the push. It's a higher low. Got to take this out. Come on, you can do it. It's an important area. I mean, it's interacting with this right here. That's why it's doing that. That's why it was one of my targets. I really want to bring this up, but I am just not comfortable doing it yet. All right, screw it. I have that order block there. All right, I'll put this here. I'll put it below the 618, I suppose. I'm not leaving that much money on the table. I really am hoping that it doesn't make me hate myself for doing that, because I feel like it's going to. What does that end up being? 77.17. So it's 130. That's not bad. Works out to be like, I don't know, like 55 an hour or something like that. Depends on how long I stay in the trade for. Okay. I'm up 207 right now. Testing that order block yet again. Oh my God. You're going to stop me out after all that. I'm going to throw this computer. I really, dude, like, that's not cool. So now this order block is smoked. I told you I didn't trust those order blocks yet. This one I trust a little bit better, but bro, I'm not doing that. I am not getting stopped out. I am not. I freaking refuse. I refuse. I have worked too hard on this trade. Oh my God, do I really have to put it below the friggin' fair value gap? For Christ's sake. I know what it's about to do. Like, I know what XRP is about to do. I know that it's only doing that to shake out the people that went long here, here, and here. It's doing that to, like, destroy their stop losses. I'm not falling for it. I'm not. I freaking knew it. I knew you were going to do that. So we set that high. We had that bullish break of structure. We need to hold support over it, though. I knew that's what it was doing. Dude, these banks are so predictable, man. They really are. Like, what they're doing is not hard. They're looking at where retail investors put their stop losses, and they know how easily shaken they are, and then they attack them. There you go. Bang. Look at that. It's 337. Oh, are you going to fake me out? Dude, you got to be kidding. That's a huge pullback. Oh, you son of a bitch. That, by the way, pardon the language, that move right there was all the short stop losses getting annihilated. This move isn't over. It needs to finish it here. And now I'm going to start following it up because now I'm up 500. Come on. Move the damn thing. Move it, move it, move it. Oh, push, 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 push. I'm waiting for this candle to close so I know where to put my stop loss because right now it's just kind of floating. I'm going to try it there. Okay, I'm up 554 on the trade. Looking for the breakout here, man. Looking for the big breakout. There's the touch of the 1618. First Fibonacci extension zone. I need it to get broken. Need it to get broken. Hopefully, like, this ends up holding. I'm right in the middle of a huge imbalance right there. I mean, now it's a good trade. So now we're up 600. What is that? 587, 584 on the trade or so. Okay, I'll keep that going right down there so you guys can see it. After all this, man, I waited. Please push. I should have put that. It's too much to leave on the table, though, to try to keep my stop loss under here because it's the top of the pattern, so it's probably going to get rejected. There's no way I'm barbecuing $350 in profit after waiting 3.5 hours for this trade to go through. Hopefully what happens is I get continuation here. I probably won't, though. There we go. So we're out. So not bad. Definitely a good trade. 466 on that one. I had a loss for 154. I had another loss for 76. But I had a trade earlier for 406, and that was my only other trade of the day. So what are we at? I don't know. I think I'm up like 400 on the day, or I'm sorry, like 600 or so on the day, maybe a little bit more. It was a good trade, definitely a good trade. That's going to make the reel. All right, guys, that's how we get it done here in the Menace Militia. Hopefully with less complaining next time. All right, it ended up being worth it though, so don't judge me. Plus, I'm tired. All right, guys, have a good day. I will check in with you later. Take care.